This is John Cena. Smash the like button if you believe that it's ironic how John Moxley is elevating Darby Allin more than Sting did. Just saying.
Now, I do like Darby Allin, but he says something very stupid. He says something very dumb that don't make any sense. This sounds like a all-elite fake pro wrestling rah-rah speech. He sounds like a sellout. I'm like, what are you talking about? This makes no sense. This dude said that the World Wrestling Federation is like Taylor Swift. And he said that all elite wrestling is like Slayer. I'm like, wow, man, the ego on that comment is crazy. Once again, why are you throwing shots at the World Wrestling Federation? They are better, okay? If you keep on throwing shots, that means that you know that the World Wrestling Federation is better. And you are trying to make people not watch, but it's not working. That was a dumb comment that Tony Khan Man would make. So let's try to dissect that comment. Okay, how are you Slayer? Slayer, they're legends, they're icons. And you want to compare yourself, your company, to that band? But the World Wrestling Federation is like Taylor Swift? Wow. Tone deaf. Very tone deaf. Okay, how are they Taylor Swift? Right? What is her fan base? Her fan base is very fanatic. She has a very rabid fan base, a hardcore fan base. That sounds like all elite fake pro wrestling. She has a cult fan base. Last time I checked, the World Wrestling Federation does not have a cult fan base. Their fan base, they are very objective in terms of they don't care about what goes on outside of the World Wrestling Federation. They don't care about all elite wrestling. They only care about the WWE. I'm like, how are they Taylor Swift when they are the most hated on company for the past 25 years? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Everybody always hates on the World Wrestling Federation. They can't do nothing right in people's eyes. So how are they Taylor Swift? Tons of people hate on Triple H and his booking. There's a lot of people who hate on Cody Rhodes. So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Your company is more so like Taylor fucking Swift in terms of your fan base is very, very rabid. If I talk shit about all elite fake pro wrestling, their fans will come after me. If I talk shit about Sasha Banks, her fan base will come after me. Case in point today, some weirdo Mark told me that I'm mad because Sasha Banks turned me down. I'm like, wow, that might be the most cringe, most dumbest statement ever. If you are trying to put somebody down with a bad comment, that's the opposite. Why would you say that I asked out Sasha Banks and she turned me down? What? How was that a diss? That makes no sense because it's not possible. I will never meet this woman. So why are you giving me that much credit? You think I'm that important to be in the same room as a Sasha Banks? And second of all, her ass is not my type. Let me repeat, Sasha Banks is not my type of black woman. I like super thick women. I don't like bony ass bitches. I only like super thick women. Like a Willow Nightingale. I like those kind of women. I like girls like super thick Chris Asslander. Those women. I don't like bony ass schoolgirl looking women like Sasha Banks. So that's what I go through. Those fans. That's called a rabid fan base. Fan base where you know you have a shit product, but you don't want to admit it. That's what I love about World Wrestling Federation fans. They are not afraid of talking shit about Raw or SmackDown. I know tons of hardcore fans of the World Wrestling Federation who do shit on Raw, who do shit on SmackDown, and sometimes they shit on Triple H. That's called Big Objective. And nobody comes after them for it. Now, there is a lot of tribalism. If you talk shit about Con Man, Dynamite, etc., they call you a traitor. They call you a hater. But when people are objective with Raw and SmackDown, nobody's called that. That's called a cult-like fan base. That sounds more like Taylor Swift. Like I said, the WWE, they don't have a rabid cult-like fan base. Their fan base don't care about other companies. They want to see a good show. And if they don't, they will let you know. That's called being an objective fan. When it comes to all elite fake pro wrestling fans, I'm hearing that they send death threats to other YouTubers. Last time I checked, fans of the World Wrestling Federation, they don't do that. So let's compare. That's called being very immature. They have a very immature fan base that sounds like Taylor Swift's fan base. Very childish, very immature. So let's talk about the comparison between Taylor fucking Swift and Slayer. First off, all elite fake pro wrestling, you are not Slayer. You are more so, I don't know, Sum 41, okay? That's who you are. You are Sum 41, that band. You are more so a underground grunge band that is trying to make it. And by doing that, you want to hate on bigger talent. You want to hate on bigger and better bands because you are not at their level. So you want to take shots because you are jealous. That's what you are. You are a backyard grunge band that only plays at small little bars. That's what you are. You are not Slayer. Please do not disrespect Slayer, Darby Allin. They are stars. You are not Slayer. So let's compare pay-per-views. Now, when it comes to all elite fake pro wrestling, they try too hard to entertain you at their pay-per-views. Now, let's compare that to the World Wrestling Federation in their live pay-per-views. They don't try too hard by trying to fill up the card with damn near 10 matches that don't mean shit. They go by quality over quantity. For example, Bash at Berlin. That show only had 5 matches, and yet that was a great show. That was better than All In and All Out. That's what I mean. Quality over quantity. If your ass have only 5 matches, that means that those matches mean a lot. That means those matches have a story. And that trumps having 10, 15 matches. That means those matches, the fans have an investment in those matches. That's what I mean by less is more. So, how is it a bad thing by calling the World Wrestling Federation Taylor Swift? How is that bad? That means that they are trying to cater to a wider audience. They are trying to cater to a mainstream audience so they can make more money. That's what that means. They want to make more money by trying to target a wider mainstream audience. That's why all elite wrestling don't make any money. They are trying to target neckbeards. They are trying to target smarks, sickos, right? Smarks are the sickos. That's what Tony Khan Man means by sickos. He is talking about the smarks, the smart marks that don't want to grow all elite wrestling. They just care about the match, right? For example, Ricochet versus Will Ocean Spray. That match targets the smart marks. All they care about is the match. They don't care about the career of Ricochet in terms of where will he go after this match. He's going to go back to that mid-card and he ain't gonna do shit. What's after this match? Nothing. This match is the only reason why he's in all elite wrestling. That's bad. Because the moment people get their rocks off this match, the moment people stop jacking off to this match, we are going to forget about Ricochet. We are not going to care about his other matches. That's why this is bad. This is bad booking. Once again, you are targeting the sickos, the smart marks, and that's why your ratings are going down. You are struggling. You're supposed to be at 1 million, okay? You have a great roster. How come you are not at 1 million? You got ex-WWF talent on your roster. I don't get it. So, in hindsight, all elite fake pro wrestling, they are the equivalent of a underground grunge band that is trying to make it. Only people who know them are the hardcore fans who follow the underground scene. That's what all elite fake pro wrestling is, but that's not good. Your show is on cable TV. You can't afford to have that mindset. You can't afford to have that ECW mindset. You can't afford to have the XPW mindset. You are not an indie company. Don't you get it? You are a mainstream company. Your show is on TNT and TBS. You on national cable television. You can't think like an underground smart mark who only wants indie style wrestling. That's why the World Wrestling Federation is better. They cater to mainstream fans. That's why they always bring in famous people to promote their show. That's why they brought in a Bad Bunny. That's why they bring in those kind of talents. That's why they bring in a fucking Jelly Roll. They bring in those kind of guys. You always see famous people at these shows. That's why they brought in a Terrence motherfucking Crawford, the boxer. He's a famous guy, right? They want to target a larger audience, but you don't. So no, you are not Slayer. Slayer was a mainstream heavy metal band. You are not that. Like I said, you are Sum 41, okay? You are that rock band. You are Sum 41. Hell, you not even Fear Factory. You not even Static X. You not fucking Slipknot. You not Blink 182. You not Deftones. Like, you are nowhere near those bands. You not fucking Mudvayne. You are not at that level. I don't know why Darby Allin said this bullshit. You are not Slayer. And okay, what if the World Wrestling Federation is Taylor motherfucking Swift? How is that bad? That means that they want to go into the big leagues, the mainstream. That's what that means. In fact, when was the last time we've seen a famous celebrity in the audience of All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling? Every week, we always see on Raw and SmackDown a famous person in the goddamn audience. That's what Triple H does. He wants to reach a wider, broader audience. This show feels like a cosplay ECW mixed in with XPW. This show does not feel like WCW. Hell, they don't feel like TNA. It's hard to take this company seriously when the boss has a ECW mindset. This show has a Ring of Honor mindset. This show has a XPW mindset, and that's the problem. Paul Heyman never saw his company as a competitor to the World Wrestling Federation. They had the mindset of, hey, we are in our own world, don't bother us. That's the mindset of Conman, but at the same time, he wants to compete with the World Wrestling Federation, but you have the wrong mindset. You don't think about business. All you care about is the match and trying to jerk off the sickos. And I'm done.